So I know we normally cover anime gauntlets, we normally do anime team battles, but it's time for a change. Everybody is always commenting how this anime character can solo your favorite anime verse. Well, now we're getting right into it. We need to look at how Naruto is going to be soloing verses. This is the first time we're ever doing this. Let's take a look. So we actually have a picture here from Espada Senpai on TikTok. Make sure you show Espada Senpai some love, but cry before Naruto solos your verse. This is crazy all around. In the first picture, you see Gon is here breaking down in tears. Should Gon be crying? Does the Hunter x Hunter verse get soloed by Naruto? Now I have a couple of questions here. When I ask you guys if an anime character solos a verse, what do you think of? Because when I think of an anime character actually soloing verses, I'm thinking about the most disrespectful way they can get the job done. I'm thinking about Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. You versus everybody. That's exactly what I think of. But I know there are some people out there that think of it more of in a gauntlet type of style where you're just doing a giant gauntlet 1v1ing everybody. I don't see it that way. I see it as a Madara versus Shinobi Alliance type of way. But if you see it in the gauntlet way, there is a difference in the outcome. Now when it comes to the Hunter x Hunter verse, Naruto versus everybody all at once, there's only one character that I can think of that can maybe cause some issues for Naruto, and that is Nanika. Killua's sibling, Aluka, aka Nanika, aka something, is a beast all around. We know how powerful Nanika is. We know that the wishes that are granted by Nanika can only be carried out under a certain set of rules, and if you're not following the rules, if you break the rules, if Nanika is having a bad day, you're getting squashed, you're getting squished, it is over with. Naruto, in the presence of Nanika, has to be smart enough to know that he cannot really speak with Nanika. You can't talk, you can't have a conversation, nothing with Nanika. If you start talking to Nanika, you might get caught in the loop, you might get caught in the trap. If Naruto figures this out, he'll be a-okay. If not, that might be a problem. I know you guys might be saying, well, Naruto's gonna be using some shadow clones to be fighting everybody. Well, this is actually an issue because we know Nanika can kill hundreds or maybe even thousands all at once. Nanika is just killing everybody that you know, you love, even if it's yourself. If Naruto loves himself, that means the shadow clones plus himself are getting taken out by Nanika. But again, it also depends on if the previous wish that was asked of Nanika was something grandiose. There's so many different X factors. So I'm actually okay with Gon crying in this picture right now, but Nanika is the exception. Now we're moving on to the One Punch Man verse. You see here, Saitama is chilling, drinking a cup of coffee. He's not worried at all. And I'm not sure about this one. Now, should Saitama be crying? Absolutely not. But when we look at the One Punch Man verse, as you guys already know, I'm reading the manga, by the way. I'm catching up. The Saitama fans in the comments are going crazy, saying I'm afraid to really speak on Saitama versus Goku. Are you guys ready? I want to make sure that when I actually speak about Saitama versus Goku, I'm ready for it. Now, Saitama, I should see him tearing up just a little bit. Not crying, full on crying like Gon is, but just tear up just a little bit, and here's why. As I'm reading the One Punch Man manga, and I'm seeing the greatest that the One Punch Man verse has to offer, is looking pretty grim. I mean, One Punch Man is very top heavy. Would Naruto have to worry about Garo? Absolutely. Would he have to worry about Saitama? Absolutely. Would he have to worry about Boros and Tatsumaki? Of course. I mean, if you bring up Blast, maybe you can have a conversation, but outside of them, Bang is not really hanging with Naruto. Metal Knight is not really hanging with Naruto. Atomic Samurai is not really hanging with Naruto. Sweet Mask. I mean, these are S-class heroes in the One Punch Man verse, and a lot of them are not even hanging with Naruto. They have no shot. So for Saitama to be as nonchalant as he is in this picture, I'm not really sure, but I'm cool with Saitama not full on crying. We're moving on to the Black Clover verse in Asta. Asta is chilling. Asta has a serious face. Is this the correct pick? Personally, I think it is. When you look at the Black Clover verse and you look at the Naruto verse, I think they are very relative in power. Asta versus Naruto is actually a very big conversation. But if you're gonna go outside of Asta, if you're gonna start talking about Dante and Zenon, and you're gonna start talking about all these characters that have arcane level magic, Naruto may have a little bit of an issue here or there depending on who he's going up against, because again, I believe that if Naruto is going up against an arcane mage that has access to anti-magic, that's also a problem depending on how you are factoring in magic versus chakra. We're moving on to Meliodas, the 7 Deadly Sins universe. I love this. Meliodas is chilling, having a drink, not worried at all. I think that the 7 Deadly Sins verse, for the most part, is not getting soloed by Naruto, because I think that Meliodas in his current full-powered form is stronger than Naruto. That's me. I know there are Naruto fans out there that may have some problems with that, but my thing is I have never seen Naruto ever contend with a force on the level of chaos. I mean, the power of chaos is the strongest force that we're seeing between both verses, and Meliodas had to go up against that, and he even had a problem dealing with that. And we know that Meliodas also has a whole bunch of commandments in his arsenal that he could use if we're taking Demon King Meliodas in his prime form, and I'm assuming that Naruto's going to be in Baryon Chakra mode, which is cool as well. But is he going to be taking down Meliodas in his prime when he has access to all his commandments? He can full counter, revenge counter, depending on how we're equalizing magic versus chakra. If you're going outside of Meliodas, that's when it starts getting a little bit tricky. Maybe Arthur can contend against Naruto because he has access to the power of chaos. I think Merlin may be able to give Naruto some trouble. Escanor, depending on what time of day it is, with him also using his own life force as magic power. At the end of the day, the 7 Deadly Sins universe is not getting soloed by Naruto. Naruto can beat people in the 7 Deadly Sins universe, but not everybody. We have Gojo from the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. Clearly, Gojo's looking happy. He's having a good time. That's the correct version of Gojo we should be seeing, because we know that Gojo's domain expansion alone would be a problem for Naruto. If we move outside of Gojo and we start to look towards the rest of the characters in JJK, you know what? Naruto may be able to pack up a lot of people. I think that maybe Itadori plus Sukuna, if Sukuna pops out, might be an issue for Naruto. Next up, we have Deku. Deku is balling. I agree with this. I don't know anybody in the My Hero verse that can contend with Naruto right now. I think even if you're taking Class 1A, Class 1B, Class 1C, all the pro heroes, I mean, everybody just throwing them all at Naruto. Naruto can summon a few shadow clones here or there. Now, there are maybe some quirks that may catch Naruto off guard, like All For One's quirk, absolutely. With him being able to obviously take other people's quirks and then apply them to his own power, his own skill. Is he really going to be worried about All For One at the end of the day? No. And you clearly can see Tanjiro here. Look at Tanjiro. Tanjiro is crying his eyes out. If the My Hero verse is getting soloed by Naruto, the Demon Slayer verse is also getting soloed by Naruto. Low difficulty. Nobody in Demon Slayer is pulling off feats that Naruto should be worried about at all. I don't care if it's Muzan. I don't care who you can get. I don't care what version of Tanjiro it is. Manga, anime, he's getting bodied as well. Naruto has just showcased so much in his own verse that Demon Slayer would never be able to contend. And look at Natsu. Natsu is confident. He's chilling. I agree. Now, when it comes to the Fairy Tail verses, obviously a couple of questions that we have, because there are some mages that are around Natsu's level. You can maybe say that Natsu's close to being the strongest, but again, I think it comes down to the same way as we look at the 7 Deadly Sins universe and the same way we look at the Black Clover universe. How are we factoring in chakra and magic? Because if we're equalizing chakra and magic, he's going to have a problem against Natsu. He was able to burn time magic. He was able to keep up with Fairy Heart Zeref. Naruto would absolutely struggle against some characters in the Fairy Tail verse that Natsu had to go up against, maybe even an Acnologia. So Naruto can beat a lot of people in the Fairy Tail universe, but he's not soloing. And obviously, you know, we have to save the best for last. I know the Naruto fans are not gonna like this one, but can Naruto solo the One Piece universe? You already know where I stand. The answer is no. You see Luffy smiling here with the pearly whites. He's having a good time, and I actually agree with this. Now, earlier in the video, I asked you guys how you think about soloing verses. Do you think about it in a gauntlet style, or do you think about it in a Madara versus Shinobi alliance? Depending on the way we're viewing this, I believe that Naruto can actually have a higher chance of soloing the One Piece universe if it is in a gauntlet style, if everyone is fighting him 1v1. Now, let's take a look, because somebody actually tweeted at me earlier in the week a Naruto versus One Piece gauntlet, but you already know the Naruto fanboys came after me, so I have to hold it down. I have to bring this up. As you guys can see here, we have a 6-pass version of Naruto, and we have a ton of One Piece characters here. We have Law, Doflamingo, Mihawk, Shanks, Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard. Now, a lot of the Naruto fans out there said that Naruto can clear. Here's the thing when it comes to Naruto against the One Piece verse. Is Naruto stronger than everybody in the One Piece verse 1v1? For the most part, yes. But here's the key. One Piece characters have access to Devil Fruit powers. And I think that when we're talking about Devil Fruit powers, there are some Devil Fruit powers out there that would be able to give Naruto a run for his money. And if we've seen in the Naruto verse already, Naruto being out-hacked in his own verse, we've seen this happen time and time again. I believe it's insane to assume that this cannot happen in another verse when we're looking at some of the strongest characters on this chart. Whitebeard having the Gurgur no Mi, having Supreme Haki, and this does look like this is prime Whitebeard. And you also have Shanks, you have Mihawk there. These characters are Haki extraordinaires, but I do not believe Haki would be enough to take down Naruto. I do think it would be able to help keep up with his speed because you'll have access to Future Sight Observation Haki. I do think that Conqueror's Infusion will be able to go through the Kurama Chakra Cloak, but we're looking at a 6-pass Naruto here. I do think that that's going to be problematic for these characters, obviously, if he's able to throw true secret orbs and everything like that. But like I said earlier, there are devil fruits in the One Piece verse that would give Naruto a run for his money. Let's look at Law. Is Law stronger than Naruto? Absolutely not. But would Naruto possibly struggle with Law's Devil Fruit? I don't have a problem with saying that. I mean, when you're thinking about Law's Devil Fruit, the moment that Naruto enters the room ability, he's at Law's mercy for the most part. Now, you can say maybe Naruto can use a substitution jutsu, maybe the Shadow Clones will be able to overpower him. But then again, Law can also switch out body parts. He can levitate Naruto. He has full control over the room. We saw how Law was able to turn the tide against Big Mom with his Devil Fruit awakening. He made Big Mom look so bad, and Big Mom is a Yonko level character in One Piece. She couldn't even hear herself talk within the room. There was no sound in the room ability. There was nothing. He had to force Big Mom to heal. Now, the only way I can really see Naruto taking down Law is if Naruto speed blitzes Law. Would he be able to do that? Maybe, possibly so, because Law does not have great Haki, and I do think that in order to stop Naruto from speed blitzing you, you would need access to Future Sight Observation Haki. Law, for as far as we know, does not have access to Future Sight Observation Haki. So I do think that Naruto, if he's able to speed blitz Law, he will be able to take him down. If we look back at the gauntlet, there's only one more character here that I think would give Naruto a run for his money, and that happens to be Big Mom. Is Big Mom stronger than Naruto? No. But does her Devil Fruit change the tide? Possibly. We know that Big Mom has access to the Soul Fruit, and I do believe that that would be very, very problematic for Naruto's Shadow Clones. And we know that Naruto needs his Shadow Clones in order to open up a lot of his techniques. A lot of Naruto's techniques are Shadow Clone based, and I believe that if Big Mom is able to disrupt Naruto's Shadow Clones, if she's able to disrupt Naruto's connection with Kurama, because we know that she has access to the Soul Fruit, I think that may put Naruto in a very compromising position. Now, I know my One Piece fans out there may be saying, well, Rob, why don't you think Whitebeard and Kaido and Shanks? I believe that they are more durable. I believe that they are physically stronger than Naruto, but they are not going to be able to compete with Naruto because Naruto has access to so much chakra. I think if you're talking about the first Hokage, the second Hokage, and things like that, I believe Whitebeard and Kaido would be able to contend with those characters. But Naruto and Sasuke, they're on a different level. Now, when we're looking at the One Piece verse, there's also a lot of top tier Logia users like the Admirals and everything. Would Naruto be able to take them down? Possibly, but he would have to seal them. He is more powerful than them, but he wouldn't be able to really land physical hits, so he would need to seal them. If he seals them, he can get the job done. Now, you guys may be asking, well, Rob, how do you feel about Luffy? What about Gear 5? And I'll tell you guys that I can't wait to drop that video. Now, you guys let me know down in the comment section below, which verse do you think Naruto solos from this chart? And if you guys want to see more of this series, let me know down in the comment section below. And with that, I'll see you next time.